Welcome to another devlog on Coconut's Adventure, a platformer metroidvania game where this coconut is finally getting some purpose in his life. My plans for this update are really exciting because I will be creating my first cutscene ever. I will be making some improvements to the island's environment that I wanted to get done for a long time, but before all of this cool stuff I first need to create a game menu along with a functional way to pause the game. To set up the main menu, I will be using some old code from my previous project because I have spent way too much time on it for it to be wasted. I have quickly designed the buttons by giving them a simple wooden look and made them functional, so when you press escape, the menu opens, you can navigate the buttons using a mouse or a keyboard. By pressing the continue button, or once again the escape key, the menu closes and you can continue playing. By pressing the settings, nothing happens yet because I can't be bothered right now to do it. And by pressing the quit button, the game turns off. As you can see, the game is currently not paused. To fix that, I have made a time manager, which is unnecessarily complex for now, but it will come in handy later. Using it, I can simply stop the game time, which stops almost everything except this dialog UI. This is the main reason why I have decided to do the menu now, and it's because of issues like this where some mechanics in the game just don't care about the time being stopped. Anyways, I have solved it and the game menu is done. For now. There is so much that I want to improve on this island, but I have to keep in mind that it's only the tutorial location that will last about a few minutes of gameplay, so it is not worth going over the moon with every single detail. So this is what I have done, step by step. First, I finally fixed some missing pixels in the background that have been torturing my eyes. Then I also made the background pieces fit more into the environment by adding some blur to their edges, so it has more depth, and also did some shading to make the colors blend better with the rest of the environment. I wanted to add some animals into this ecosystem, I guess so that there is more life. I went with a simple bird design and write this down somewhere. He will be extremely important to the lore. Designing the bird was kind of fun and I made a simple animation for it. While playing, you can notice them flying over you at random intervals in random directions, basically random everything. Following that, I wanted to add even more life by adding a bit of greenery. I drew a bush and implemented a new type of object that I will call foliage. Basically, when a player collides with a bush, it reacts by shaking. It's cheaply made for now, but it still adds that extra way of world reacting to your actions, which is always great. I also turned this grass under the palm tree into a foliage so it reacts the same way. You as a player will experience this island during a day, which is what you have been seeing until now, and during a sunrise. However, I didn't really like how it looked previously because it felt really overblown with the sunlight just being too much, so I have made some small adjustments to hopefully make it feel better. And on the matter of sunlight, I have created a simple script that repeatedly increases and decreases the light's intensity. I am not sure if it's even visible, but I think it feels a bit better. Last thing I have done before starting work on the cutscenes is preventing this little feature. First, I want to give you a taste of how the cutscene looks. This is the final result. Of course, it is not fully polished yet because it will most likely change as I develop this game, but I still think it looks pretty cool. So to give you an idea of how this works, I will kind of guide you through the process I did. First, I wrote a script for the story happening until the point of leaving this island, which I won't be showing right now. Next, I figured out some way of creating cutscenes sort of efficiently while being reliable, and then I just started coding and seeing how it looks in game. Sadly, I had a lot of problems with the camera when I realized that I made a huge amount of mistakes while coding its behavior, when following a target or zooming in and changing its offset, but eventually I figured it out. I also had to include a lot of new ways I can control the player via code, so that I can disable the player's ability to interact and do other things that he shouldn't. Overall, I'm happy with the results and I think the way it works has its charm, I guess, even though I am really interested in how I'm going to create cutscenes in future, especially the one I have planned, that you will probably see in the next devlog. This is the first cutscene I have ever created, and despite me always imagining how it would go, it was still really strange to actually do. That is all for today, so subscribe and bye bye.